a young Jewish boy discovered the kingdom of night. I remember his bewilderment.
Every time you hear Kingdom of Night, that's his way of saying the Holocaust, okay?
I remember his anguish. It all happened so fast. The ghetto, the deportation, the sealed cattle car, the fiery altar upon which the history of our people and the future of mankind were meant to be sacrificed. I remember he asked his father.
So he's remembering himself as a kid right now, and talking what he was saying as a kid to his father, and then he's gonna talk to himself as a kid, now older. So it might get a little confusing. So try to pay attention to that part.
Can this be true? This is the 20th century, not the Middle Ages. Who would allow such crimes to be committed? How could the world remain silent? And now the boy is turning to me. Tell me, he asks, what have you done with my future? What have you done with your life? And I tell him that I have tried. That I have tried to keep memory alive. That I have tried to fight those who would forget. Because if we forget, we are guilty. We are accomplices. And then I explained to him how naive we were, and that the world did know, and remained silent. And that is why I swore never to be silent whenever, wherever human beings endure suffering and humiliation. We must take sides. Neutrality helps the oppressor, never the victim. Silence encourages the tormentor, never the tormented. Sometimes we must interfere. When human lives are in danger, when human dignity is in jeopardy, national borders and sensitivities become irrelevant. Wherever men and women are persecuted because of their race, religion, or political views, that place must, at that moment, become the center of the universe.
So here, you can probably find the theme, right? You can't remain silent. You can't not take sides. So this is what he's trying to convince you of, right? This is what he wants you to learn and know, and is trying to get you to do, right? Don't remain silent. Don't forget. Things like that, okay? And I want you to pick out the actual lines, though, okay, for your annotations.
Human rights are being violated on every continent. More people are oppressed than free. How can one not be sensitive to their plight? Human suffering anywhere concerns men and women everywhere. There is so much to be done. There is so much that can be done. One person, a Raoul Wallenberg, an Albert Schweitzer, Martin Luther King Jr., one person of integrity can make a difference of life and death. As long as one dissident is in prison, our freedom will not be true. As long as one child is hungry, our life will be filled with anguish and shame. What all these victims need, above all, is to know that they are not alone, that we are not forgetting them, that when their voices are stifled, we shall lend them ours, that while their freedom depends on ours, the quality of our freedom depends on theirs. This is what I say to the young Jewish boy wondering what I have done with his years. It is in his name that I speak to you, and that I express to you my deepest gratitude as one who has emerged from the kingdom of night. We know that every moment is a moment of grace. Every hour an offering. Not to share them would mean to betray them. Our lives no longer belong to us alone. They belong to all those who need us desperately.
Okay, so I think a pretty powerful speech. Hopefully you are following along. Okay, I'm going to put up the 5 things again on the board so that you guys know exactly what to look for, what you should be highlighting. So you're looking for audience, purpose, and style. So who knows who what do you think the audience is here?
Everybody.
Yeah, good job, Caleb. Everybody, okay?
I saw it.
So pretty much everyone in the world, he is talking to them, telling them, don't be silent, right? Take a side, stand up for what's right. And then we have persuasion, persuasive appeal. So is he using ethos, pathos, or logos? And I just want you to kind of find what the one you think he's using most is. give me an example of it, highlight it, and then point of view. Is he talking in first, second, or third person point of view here? And then the theme, I kind of helped you along with that, so hopefully you can find an example of it. What's the theme or moral of his speech here? What is he really trying to convince you to do, right? And then his overall attitude towards getting the award. So he won the Nobel Peace Prize, right? How does he feel about winning the Nobel Peace Prize? You can find that. I kind of gave you a hint, but in the beginning of the speech, okay? And he also revisits that at the end as well. All right. Any questions on this before you guys get going on the annotations? So as soon as you are done with your annotations, bring it up to me. I will check it, I will grade it, and you will go ahead and take the first read quiz in Study Sync. So if you remember Study Sync, click the red square, McGraw-Hill square, and then click the yellow or orange circle for Study Sync, and it'll take you to Study Sync. All right? Yes. Yes. So it should be this pretty easy. Just had audience. So what's purpose? Let's go back and do I need to I'm going to re-go over the persuasive appeals just because you're going to need it for this. Audience is who it's directed to, who he's trying to convince, right? Purpose. Oh, say it again. The reason for the speech. So we know he's trying to persuade, but what else is he doing? Is he informing? Is he entertaining? What's he doing? Okay. And let's go back to style. What are the two different styles we could have? Hold on. Adrian, what are the two different styles? Informal and formal. That could be serious or funny, right? Things like that. And let's see. You guys remember point of view? We haven't gone over point of view for a while.
Yeah, first person.
Okay, what's first person point of view? I. Good job. What's second person point of view? You. And third person? They. Good job, you guys. You remember that. That's awesome. All right. And the overall attitude, that's just how did he feel about getting the award? And again, ethos is what? Trust.
Oh,
Yeah. No, what's pathos?
pathos
Emotion. And then the third one is logos. What's that?
and logic.
Logic. So figure out what's he trying to use the most here in his speech. Find an example of it. Highlight it. Again, any questions? Come see me. I'll come around and see how you're doing. Once you're done, bring it up to me. I'll give you a score on it, and you can go ahead and take the test, the Study Sync quiz. So go ahead. So, rookie here. You just can't write it. Somebody else's book. Like I said, highlight it, write it on the sheet. Okay. Does that make sense? Yeah. So we have the overall attitude. Hey, Raymond, you gotta sit down and do your book. Where's your book? So borrow one, grab a sheet of paper, and then write, instead of highlighting them, write it on the sheet of paper, okay? No, so.
So how does he feel about accepting the award? So read this sentence. So that's what that is. So you highlight that and say, over there and say, so he thinks the award should go to all people. Highlight that and say, he doesn't want to deserves the award. It should go to all people. Highlight and then write what it is. And then you do that for each. So that was the last one. The overall version. It's just that which is like, I should be listening to what that was.
How are you doing?
Can I use the restroom?
Yeah. Do you know where it is?
Yeah? You know where it is?
Yes, it is.
Can I go after Shariah? Why? I didn't know last time.
How are you doing? Oh, I don't need to have it. No, I know. I'm just saying, you're gonna read it and then just find those things. Instead of highlighting, write it down.
Alright, so he uses your So no, so he's saying your choice in the sense that
Who else?
the choice the Nobel Peace Prize people who awarded it. So he's saying I know your choice transcends my person. So
Oh, no, I
it's
can't say
more
that.
important than his choice is their choice in this winning the Nobel Peace Prize is a lot more important than him himself. Okay. So that's so what are you saying he uses yours? Is that for the point of view?
Yep.
So
No, I was saying so
No,
90% he's going right. Yeah, so good job on that. So this though, yeah, he is humble. This though, I don't know what you're trying to say. So how do you fix it? Yes, good job on that. So I just want to know, is he using pathos, logos, or
Oh, that's Carter.
yeah, so definitely he's using pathos. Find an example, highlight it, and say this is pathos. And then what style is he using? You're done. So just do those two. Find an example of pathos, figure out the style, and then you can do the test.
Big four, not a little four, big four.
Okay, hold on, give us this.
He's going on live and he's like, yeah, I'll let 3 now. Now.
Alright, really good job with that.
Okay,
Good job with that.
back to me.
Let me solve
Yep.
it.
Good job.
I don't feel like talking to you. He didn't give no info, no attention, no nothing.
Why are you not giving her? Oh,
No,
well.
I'm not talking about him.
Oh, today?
No, not. Yeah, he's done.
To the test?
He's a
Huh? Yeah, so just grab a Chromebook and log into StudySync for the quiz.
You?
Okay, good job on that.
Carter.
So do you understand why that is though? That why that is that?
Right, Brooklyn. You hustle. You have to Google there. You couldn't be a public. I'm so sorry, I should wait.
Good job, you're done. So gave you credit on this. Just go ahead and get start the next one. Yeah, really, did you?